guys, it's me, Sir the Magician, and I'm so excited to bring you guys this video. It's basically how I edit my videos, and yeah, this has been a very highly requested one because not many people, think I can actually, or that you can actually edit good videos in iMovie. I'm not saying my videos are good, but iMovie is very low based, not for good, not for professional videos, and people have been asking, how do you make it look so professional? So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys how I do that, specifically with my latest video. And yeah, so let's jump right into it here. So basically, all I did was I recorded basically a 20-minute video of me acting and stuff and playing around and doing parkour, and it was 20 minutes. So you obviously gotta cut that down. So you guys gotta obviously cut it down and make sure to get the stuff you want. When watching it back, a tip for you guys is that if you think the video is funny, then make sure to cut it so it's pretty much the funny parts. If you're, trying to make it sad, cut only the sad parts, in which I did with this video. So here, I just recorded myself doing all my stuff, and then yeah, I basically dragged it into iMovie. And if you guys don't know, this is the latest version of iMovie, so I do recommend you guys get it because it is very, very, very good, better than the old one. So basically, I started off with my little intro because with these videos, it's kind of hard to explain, if those who haven't seen my old grandpa videos, I wanted to explain who this guy is and how much I hate him. So basically, I kind of start off with him knocking, and then I basically kick him down, So if you ever want to show it, without a face cam, I don't have a face cam, and, the grandpa's not actually my grandpa, it's just me voice acting, all for fun and stuff. But, I wanted to show my hatred towards him for those who don't know. So I basically added me kicking him once, not only once, but actually twice. Now, I didn't want to use the same sound effect twice because it's very repetitive, so you can kind of see, like, even in the first two clips, you can already tell that I hate this guy, even though you've never seen anything about this guy before. So, yeah, there's more to it, like he walks in and he falls down. Just a little bit of a short explaining who he is, maybe getting them into the comedic mood. If they've been in a bad mood that day, kind of shift moods so they know what this video is going to be about. And I always put in my classic, transition like that. You guys can find that anywhere, and then I just drop in my intro. It flows very nicely. You gotta find it. You gotta make your videos flowing. You gotta make them make sense. If you're gonna make it look professional. So again, I just cut it all out. Cut and paste. And if you guys want, I could do another tutorial on how to basically cut it corresponding to what style you want. And I just kind of said, welcome to a video, blah blah blah, all the introduction. And here's where I kind of added background music. And yeah, here, so if I just go to adjust here, you'll see that I brought it all the way down to 2. So if I bring it up to, let's just say about 100, you guys can hear, maybe about here. You can see that background music is very key. Yeah, to be honest, it really does help. If you're doing a comedic video, you really need background music. It's going to fill in those empty gaps, and you just want it to always be filled and flowing, and background music just does that for me. So I always put it, in iMovie, I put it 2, but you never know how, loud it's going to be, so I just put it, at whatever fits. So basically, you go for the intro and stuff, and here, it's just more acting and more cutting, making sure that there are no unneeded parts, and making sure it's all flowing, and making sure it's all funny and fits the thing. So what also helps with the music is if they have it loud enough, they can tell the music is there. And if you want to really emphasize a point, you're going to take away the music so you just hear it. So just to add a little bit of comedic effect, I basically took out the music here. It wasn't terribly big. I mean, if you all guys have to watch the video and put your volume up, but you guys can tell, I'm trying to show that this is the beginning of the video. This is where it's going to happen. I want it to start like pow. So it continues on, just me talking and stuff, and here, I kind of sound like a Scottish guy. It wasn't very intentional, just kind of shifted to that. So I thought of How to Train Your Dragon, the dad of what's the guy's name? I can't remember. I barely remember the movie. But yeah, I thought that would be really funny, so I just put it there. And just a quick flash, because if it's not that big, you really don't need it that long. It's just, if they see it, they're gonna get a little bit of laughter out of it. So that was all good. And again, you can see how much I cut it and make sure I placed it properly so that the structure made sense. And this, I kind of raged a little, and with my rage Taj, I always put the static transition, so I just did that even more, So the static transitions really add comedic effect, and if you ever have a blank space, I always just use those to fill them in. And Here, the thing right here is I actually got rid of the music right here because this is, I believe, the grandpa when he comes in. Yeah, so I actually had to bring my microphone over to the toilet and then flush it and do this. And I wanted to really show the effect that this grandpa is absolutely stupid, dumb, just idiot, So I just took out the music, made sure it was as stupid as possible. And if it's stupid, I always put a 9 cat. So that's just been the latest thing I've been doing. I don't know why, but it's really cool. I think that even though I have the static to fill in those things, if you ever just want to have those random moments, you just gotta emphasize the randomness. You just gotta put a 9 cat. And I mean, it totally works for me. So again, more background music, and the grandpa's finally here. So I do less cutting because his character needs to be portrayed of how much of an idiot he is. So yeah. Yeah, so here, this was a cool effect I did. Basically, I was actually in the same room. I was just shouting. And the cool thing with iMovie is if you click on a clip and you click over here, you can actually do an audio effect. So here's without, any audio effect. So you guys can hear that, and then I clicked muffled. Yeah, I don't really have any else. So, yeah, continue on through the video. And, yeah, I added that background music. And, a little bit of Grandpa Rage. I didn't want to put the transition there simply because Grandpa is a dumb character and he's gotta not have his things. But here with the so when he basically swallows his dentures, he kind of falls on the ground. You don't want to have that moment of silence when he's coming back up and, being like, oh, I just swallowed my dentures. You gotta transition. So those are kind of those times when you just gotta feel for it. Feel that it's the right time to put that. Again, I'm gonna quickly go through the video. So here's my moment of astonishment, and just, that was my moment of surprise because I think my grandpa's an idiot. And I thought that was a little bit funnier, or not exactly funny, but just wanted to show that moment of astonishment. And since the character, I don't know, you'll just have to feel for it in your head and how it corresponds, So I just thought that would be a funny moment just to take it out and just emphasize that moment and then transition. That moment of like, what? So, oops, didn't mean to put that marker down. It doesn't matter. All right. So basically, I had my little flashback. For some reason, the bell transition, like the didn't work, but it was in the video, so that's all good. But this is basically effect in iMovie, and then all I did was throw on a black and white video effect, and that worked out really well for me. And then I just transitioned back. But the awesome thing about this is the regular thing sounded like this. So I kind of changed it to medium room, and it worked out really well. And I muffled the sound effect too. So then, so back to the background music. The background music ended, so I added more. Just filling in those spaces. And then I just found a rap beat, and then I thought this would, to be honest, this was the second most funniest part of the video in my opinion. And yeah. On these pains, So I thought it was really, really fun to do that. And if I have those really awkward, random, funny moments, I'm just gonna put 9 cat and a transition. So that's when you guys see that, it's a special moment in my opinion. And again, if you guys are making your own videos like this, then totally find your own style or copy me if you want. It really doesn't matter, whatever suits you. And to be honest, it really suits me well. So again, more and more, a little bit of rage here. No, wait. No, not rage, but anyways. But you guys just gotta find the moments to, the most awkward moments or the right moments to put stuff. And this is like, when he said beast mode, I'm like, okay, I gotta put some MLG stuff in. So I had to do that, And you don't want to put too much, if you're gonna do short things like that, you can't make it too long. Again, it's gotta be short. Just put a little bit of that, because in my opinion, it's a video not about the funny stuff. It's about the video itself and entertaining people. And if you put too long of that, they're gonna get really like, it's just gotta be like, juk, trust me, you'll get more laughter from it than anything else. I don't really know how to express that. It just kind of happens, It just kind of happens, So again, more background music and stuff, and again, more background music and stuff, and just finding what's right. And yeah, so in this moment of like, oh, I want my grandpa gone. When will this game be over? And then, so you gotta take away that background music, like here. So you just have that moment of silence just to emphasize that comedy, comedic part. So then, yeah, my grandpa's leaving, and I felt like, he hasn't had a turn to come back and just, you know, make somebody laugh for one final time, so I decided to prank him and basically take away his cane. I basically did a kick effect and a fall, and it worked really well for me. And then, as you all know, Grandpa always comes back. If you have watched my older ones, whenever he dies, he comes back to life. So I had to add one of those. And for me, this is the best part of the video because it happens so quickly and it ends so suddenly, and there is no music, and it's so emphasized, and it just happens. Because in my mind, it's pretty funny because he always comes back, and this one, he comes back and gets pretty much shot and killed with a gun. But we all know that he'll be back. And if you haven't seen the old ones, you know, it probably might not as be funny to you, but to me it is. And it's just all about, you know, the style progression in the video, how you're going to end it, how you're going to start it, how you're going to do it, and basically all your style corresponding to what's going on, you know, cutting the clips at the right moment, doing the transitions, and what's funny or not. And with sad stuff, you know, what's sad, what's not sad, why do you cut there, why should you cut there, why make it funny at some points, you know, maybe to cheer the viewer up or whatever you're doing, you just gotta make it right, corresponding to the structure. The structure is the main thing. And yeah, in the end, you just kick, boom. So yeah, that was basically how I made my video. I turned a 20-minute video into a 6-minute video of a bunch of comedy, you know. And you know, if I wanted to go for you know, just a gameplay, I would have taken, you know, 10 minutes of the other stuff and cut out, you know, sorry, not 10 minutes, basically 14 minutes of the you know, just gameplay, and cut out all the comedy. But instead, I used the comedy and not the other stuff. So you guys see how it works, just corresponding. I hope you guys use these methods wisely, and I hope I gave you guys enough tips. If you guys want more tutorials on how to edit, I am totally open to that because iMovie is a great program. It's free, it's amazing, and if you guys did enjoy, please rate. Or there's no rating, sorry, subscribe. Maybe 30 likes or so. But I'll see you guys later. Peace.